Hi, Ginger. This is Jordan Feliz. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Jordan. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Just hanging out in California.
Oh, don't even. I'm in Michigan. It was like in the 50s last night. I turned my heat on. Like, don't even go there. I don't want to know what the temperature is. I don't need to hear it.
Well, I got to go back to Nashville in like 3 days to go home to my family, and it's actually not very cold there yet. I'm excited for cold weather.
Yeah. So when I interview in the spring, can I ask you that again?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
totally.
Gotcha. Because you're from California, right? So,
I am, yeah.
is this your
Yep.
first winter?
No, we've been in Nashville. It'll be 4 years next April, so we've been there for a little
Okay.
while. So.
Gotcha. My son literally said not 5 minutes ago, he said, I swear I wish this would just be a green Christmas this year. Let's skip right over the white stuff, please. I was like, yeah, I know.
Oh,
I'm from Texas and I used to wish for the white Christmas. I don't do it anymore.
yeah, yeah.
I actually just saw you in Allen, Texas, at Cottonwood Church. I went there with my family. You were with Plum and Big Daddy Weave, and back
Yes,
home in
yeah,
Dallas. So,
yeah.
and you passed by me once, and I was in the middle of a conversation. I was like, ah. And then about the time I said that, you were gone. And then I was like, okay, I got him later. And then
Oh, that's
then I got busy doing other things. But I did get to see you live, obviously. And
oh
I
man,
am
that's
just
awesome.
I'm just a huge, huge fan. I'm so glad this is the first time I've interviewed you. In case I know you have so many people, you don't sometimes remember if this is somebody you've talked to, but this is our first interview, so I'm excited to finally
Oh,
talk to you.
me too. I'm excited too, and thank you for saying that. That's so sweet. I'm so excited about like all the things that have happened this year. It's just been a crazy, crazy season.
And yeah, and it happened very quickly because you came on the scene, and then now you're on tour, the Priceless tour with KB and for King and Country, and you got. I just saw your new music video, Never Too Far Gone. You got your new video out, so like everything's like every time I look at your Facebook page, we're Facebook friends. I'm DJ Ginger Detroit, so when you see that, that's who I am. Um,
Oh, okay, awesome.
so I was like, yeah, oh my gosh! And then every time I look, there's another update. It's like, yay! I'm excited for you. For those people
Oh,
who don't know
thank
who
you.
you are, can you tell people like where you're from and like how did you get started in doing music?
Yeah, yeah. Well, my name is Jordan Feliz, and uh, some people don't really know who I am just quite yet, which is still I don't really have any expectation of anybody knowing who I am. But I'm originally from Clovis, California, and for for several years I had been kind of pursuing music before doing what I'm doing now. I used to be in a band, and then when that season of life was over, we really just kind of hunkering down and started thinking about like just kind of planting some roots in my hometown. And I took a job at a church, and in that year that I worked at the church, I felt like the Lord really called me to starting to write music again. And so I ended up going out to Nashville and falling in love with it. So then basically a couple months later, I told my wife that we needed to go together to see if she loved it, because I really felt like that could be something that could be really cool, just a different move. And then,
Smart
pursuing
husband,
songwriting.
smart husband. Taking her, yeah, good job.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I felt like, if I'm in love with it, she's got to be in love with it. And so when we got back, we just, gosh, we kept talking about it, and we both loved it so much. And so a year later, we ended up moving to Nashville and just kind of started pursuing. And I mean, literally since day one of us moving, the Lord just kept opening doors, and so I just kept walking through them. And gosh, it's been a little over a year since I got a record deal, and now this is just kind of, it's just like everything went from 0 to 100 really, really quickly. Even though I've been doing music for a long time, this year has just been insane, and I'm so honored to be a part of what the Lord is doing.
And I see, because we're Facebook friends, I can see this beautiful baby as your cover photo.
Yes, yes. My wife and I, we had our first child 13 months ago, and it was a beautiful baby girl, and her name is Jolie, and she is just the best. She is so awesome, and man, she's just completely changed our lives in the best way, and man, just so thankful to be her dad.
And I have 3 kids in college. I have 2 girls and a boy. And since you have a daughter, all I can say is buckle your seatbelt. And when she cries, just hold her and realize she's going to cry again and again and again. And oh, no, just kidding. And
yeah, oh no, trust me, I feel like she's just past the year mark, and that's already happening, so I can't imagine what it's going to be like, 10 years from now or whatever.
People always told me when my kids were little, they're like, oh my gosh, wait till they walk, wait till they talk, wait till they start school. But you know what? I have, an 18, 21, and 22-year-old, and I have never, ever said, oh my gosh, I wish they were not walking, I wish they weren't talking. Like, I have never looked back. I have every step's been a great journey, so don't let anybody discourage you. It's the most awesome, hard, incredible, draining, wonderful job there is on this planet, next to being a spouse, apparently. Other than that, it's fantastic. I'm so excited, and she should be like on a label of baby food or something, because she has the most perfect tiny little face that is she looks like a girl. You could put blue on her and they'd say that's a cute little girl. Like, she's so pretty. So I'm a baby fan.
So much. Thank you so much. No, we've had a couple people that have told us that, and it's so funny because, like, it's not like I'm gonna
go do that
on a baby thing, but at the same time, like, I can totally see it too. I'm a little biased because she's my little girl, but at the same time, I think she's the cutest thing ever. So,
my theory is all babies are cute, but some of them are pretty. Like, and yours is very pretty. Tell you what, KB has been he's been one of these guys that blew me out of the water. He's new too. And I'm telling you, I want to just sit down with that guy and talk theology with him. He is so incredibly smart and informed, and like, he blew my mind when I interviewed him. And I think
is amazing.
And obviously Luke and Joel are just amazing guys. So this is going to be a great tour. You're going to be here in Michigan November 4th in Muskegon. So we are so pumped that you're coming here. I'm curious, with all, because you were in music before, Christian music, is like, if you could, like, dream collaborate, like, that's one of my favorite questions. Like, who would you collaborate with?
Oh gosh, man, I think probably my dream collaboration would be with a guy named Ryan Tedder. He sings for a band called One Republic. Do you know who they are?
I kind of know. I have 3 teenagers. I mean, or not teenagers anymore, but I got 3 kids in college. We definitely know who One Republic is, and awesome. Ryan Tedder.
Yeah, I'm like just a huge fan, and I've loved their music forever. They're like, it's funny because as a musician, you typically don't have like a favorite band. You grew up listening to people, and you love music and all that, but they're like definitely my favorite band, and it would just be so cool. I know he's a believer too, and so I think it would just be fun to kind of like hear some stories from him, and also just be able to write a song together would just be awesome.
I just want to, like, bang on instruments with them, like,
yeah.
It's kind of like being with Joel and Luke, like, Matthew West told me, he said, when you talk to Joel and Luke, or whoever you talk to, tell them, I just want to get on stage and just bang everything they got available, like, just start wailing on it. I said, I'm pretty sure that's going to be during sound check, not during the actual concert. But
Yeah.
I'm sure they love you anyway.
Yeah.
Just thank you so much for taking time out for me. We're so gracious that you took the time because we can't wait to see you. And I absolutely love your music, and I haven't had the chance to personally tell you. And I don't say that lightly. I really, truly think you are incredibly talented, and I've seen you live, so I know the CD is not overproduced or anything like that. I think you're even better live, actually. I love
Oh,
hearing your voice. I think it's incredible.
oh, Ginger, thank you for saying that. Seriously, that really blesses me. We're in a crazy transition, and it, like I said, it's been an overwhelming year of like growing really, really fast. So that just really, thank you so much for saying that. I just really appreciate it. It just really blesses me.
Well, one piece of advice: stay this gracious, and stay that, especially with your fans, because they notice. And some people are hurting, and sometimes just that one word from you, just saying thank you, it totally changes them. And stay humble and gracious, because it's going to go faster and faster every year, and especially once you get moving like it is already. And congratulations on that gorgeous baby. Tell your wife congrats. And
Thank you.
I'm praying for both of you. I'm gonna pray for your humility. So if you start feeling knocked down a peg, it's because you're getting prayed for.
Oh,
I want you to stay
thank you.
just
No,
like
thank
this.
you. Thank you. No,
You're
I seriously, that's why I've created the team around me, just for encouragement and staying who we are and loving and pursuing Jesus the way we do. And so I really appreciate the prayers too, because that's what I want my life to represent. So
I grew up with Bart Miller when we grew up in youth group together, and I've known him almost all my life. And so every once in a while, I just thump him on the head and say, "Knock it off." I won't do that
that's
to
amazing.
you, but growing up with him, I can do
Hey,
it to him.
no, you do. You have my permission to do that if you ever
Oh,
see me
cool.
act anyway.
I'll
Yeah.
be nicer to you. I'll just thump your hat.
Yeah, or you could just flick my hat off my head or something.
Yeah, just
Like, cut it out.
that hat's in the way. We need pure humility just raining down on you.
That's amazing.
Well, you have a blessed day, Jordan, and really, I truly
Oh,
am
thank
praying for
you.
you. I'm so grateful for your time and for your music. I mean, I'm just
Oh,
very gracious and glad to finally talk to you after all this time. So,
oh, me too. Me too. And thank you so much for this. Like, really, I appreciate it so much. And I really, really appreciate your encouragement. And I'm so thankful that you're liking the music. And I'm just, I'm honored. And, yeah, you have an awesome day too. And, I hope you have a awesome rest of your week as well. And hopefully we'll see you soon, okay?
we'll see you in November.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Thanks, Jordan.
All right, thank you.